Howdy, howdy. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? I'm working on this.
It's off back there.
It's off? Okay. Well, we're going to take this off for convenience sake. Well, good morning, folks. Glad to have you with us. Today, I want to talk to you about something, well, maybe it's something that your parents or your guardians have maybe chided you for. And it's orderliness or cleanliness, maybe might be another way to think about it. Maybe if you've been told to clean your room or organize a bookshelf, or if you're old enough to remember DVDs, organize DVDs and your favorite movie titles, and you've got that question everyone's always wondering, what do you do with the? Does it start with T or does it start with the next word? You've got all these ambiguities and wonderings, but there's a certain way. There's a certain way things are supposed to be in your room. It's supposed to be tidy. The bookshelf is supposed to be in alphabetical order, A, B, C, D, and so on. The DVDs, depending on where you fall with the, same thing. Now, what about us? Are we clean and tidy? Are we as we're supposed to be? That's a bit of a harder question, isn't it? Well, I know for myself, I brushed my teeth this morning, so that's a start. I did shower, I washed my hair. There's not much of it there, but I washed it. I would think that I'm pretty clean, but I've got some dirt on me. My car is pretty dirty. I was touching that on the way here. I got a little bit of dirt on me, so I'm not as clean as I'd like to be, and I've got a couple of spots even on this white outfit I'm wearing. Man, I am not as clean as I should be, as I was meant to be this morning. Well, tomorrow I'll get another shot at it. I'll wash and brush my teeth again. But have you ever heard the phrase that you'll be made whiter than snow? Now, that's kind of a weird phrase, but we've got a great example of it right now. That if you look outside and you're in the Aurora, West Virginia, the Red House area, all of it, you're gonna see lots of fresh snow and powder outside. And it's bright white. It reflects the sun, might sting your eyes a little bit, but it's beautiful. And we all like fresh, powdery snow, but if you were to go to downtown Kingwood or downtown Oakland, there are big piles of snow that are all fancy and dirty, and they've just been pushed around by these trucks. So we like the clean snow, but why do we say as white, as pure as snow? Well, it's because that white snow, anything that gets on it is going to be seen. And once it's dirty, it's really hard to get rid of it again. But I've talked to you guys about baptism before. And this is a baptismal font. I don't think I've said that, but this is a baptismal font where we do the baptisms. And when you are baptized, all the dirt and the grime that is on you, it's like the gray snow on top of the pile. And God simply just takes a shovel and just scoops that off and leaves that pure, sparkling white snow there. And the greatest thing about this is that God's never going to stop putting us in order. God's never going to stop tidying us up. And that scoop, when we scoop a pile of snow, it goes down. Ours won't. God is going to scoop that dirt off of us, and we're going to be left just as full as we were. But we're going to be clean. And it's going to be God that did it. So we have to say thank you, don't we? We do have to say thank you. So, I want you guys to think about this, because I know that as you're growing up, your mom and dad are going to tell you to clean your room, do all these other chores and things. When you're doing them, try to keep in mind what God has done for you, and how when you think about that, you say thank you. Now, when you've cleaned your room, I don't expect your parents to say thank you, but they might. But if you do something nice for them, maybe look out for that. Maybe you can teach them a thing about this as well. But always remember that God's grace, I think we've talked about before, it's always going to be there for you. It's always going to remind you that you are loved. And no matter what happens, no matter if you fall in a mud pile, whether you end up being caught in some really dirty snow, God's going to be there to dust you off and say, let's do it again. Because God loves you, and so do I. All right, I hope this was a good message for you guys. I hope you have a blessed Sunday, and I hope you have a great week. Hey, take care, y'all. Blessings.